Good evening from the UK on a slightly miserable June evening. I'm afraid the British weather has decided that we've seen enough sunshine for a while and it's time to return to normal programming. Yeah, more of that hopefully later. Anywho, where do we stand with our international travel? Nowhere. We have gone backwards after a brief flirtation with having only really one travel destination that was sensible, which is Portugal. That got shut back on amber. Lots of very, very unhappy people scrambled onto very expensive planes and came back. We're going nowhere fast. The next look at that apparently is about a week away, and I'd be shocked if anything much changes, which is horrific for the travel industry in every country concerned. So, what happens next? Well, double jabbing is going on at a rate of knots. The British NHS has done a phenomenal job. They opened up to over 18s. Under 18s would be a bit weird. No, over 18s today. The double jabs are the key now, it seems, to getting people on planes and out of the country. The government apparently is considering making it possible for you to go to amber list countries, of which there's a huge amount, and not have to self-isolate on the way back, providing you've had your double jabs and I would assume a test or two. That would be a massive, massive step forward. It would also fight the paranoia, and I'm sorry, it is blooming paranoia of some people who think COVID is hiding in every dark corner and is going to leap out and grab them. It's not, folks. It's become shocking how bad people's fear is. They literally are scared of their own shadow in places. COVID is not going anywhere. It's going to be here forever and a day. We have to learn to live with it. We have to learn to get on with our lives. We have to learn to get on with everything we need to do. And international travel is obviously part of that. I've said before, I work at Heathrow Airport, and it's horrific to see that place. It's running on half power. It's not there. 2 terminals closed. What's flights coming in are, yes, they're more, but let's be honest, they're nothing like what they should be. And there's nothing like enough of them. The injections are the way out. The time for people to find reasons not to have them is up. Paranoia is not helpful. Fear is so much to blame. Ladies and gentlemen, open your front doors. Look outside. The world's there. Step into it. And to step into it, you just need an injection or 2. They're not going to hurt you. They're not going to change everything you believe. You can be a left-wing extremist, a right-wing extremist, a liberal. It doesn't matter. The jab is not going to change you as an individual. Is not going to suddenly make your hair stand on end, or I saw one ridiculous person in America state, it will make forks stick to your head. No. Sorry, no. The train's going to leave the station in the United Kingdom. That's a metaphor. July the 19th, which is our new Freedom Day, the train will leave the station. We will get to move on. If you choose not to get injected, then I'm very sorry. You are going to have restrictions. You are going to be stopped from going places for the sake of your health, and that cannot be argued with. Your health. You will be at risk. You will be the reason you can't go somewhere because you've not taken steps to fix yourself. I don't claim to be a religious person, but I've heard statements from religious leaders in numerous faiths that there is no issue on that respect with these jabs. There isn't one. COVID doesn't care about your colour, your gender, your creed, where you grew up, who you are, whether you've got $1 zillion in the bank or $1. It doesn't care. It isn't bothered. It doesn't matter. It's not interested. It just wants to make you sick and possibly kill you. Your job is to fight it and fight back and stop it doing that, and stop it doing that to others. That's your job. That's what the human race is meant to do. It's meant to say, hey, COVID, I'm going to kick your rear end. That's what it's meant to do. So get on with it, people. Get on with it. It's time for the jabs now. Watching the United States, New York, Las Vegas sweep away perspex dividers, face coverings, etc., etc. Watching Europe open up, the travel begin to move. Heck, 400,000 Germans went to Malaga. We can't set foot in it. You're telling me that's sensible? No. It's time. It's time to move on now. COVID, as I said, is not going anywhere. We have to live with it. We have to accept it's there, but we cannot be paranoid. We cannot be hiding in a cupboard saying, "Oh, look, there's COVID outside." Doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. No country works like that. There's no country on this planet whose citizens are going to do that. No country on this world, be the smallest country to the biggest. They'll stand tall. They'll say, COVID, I'm going to fight ya. I'm taking you on. I'm going to beat ya. I'm going about my life. I'm going to arm myself with a vaccine. I'm going to walk straight through you, COVID. So come on, people. Get your jabs. Let's get ourselves moving again. The UK is suddenly behind the US. It's behind Europe. It's behind other countries. How did that happen? World-class, gold standard vaccination program. And we're behind? We're behind? Paranoid people, please leave the room. Politicians, grow a set. Scientists, we thank you for your service. We thank you for everything you've done for us. Without you, we wouldn't be here. But it's time for you to step back. Stop the paranoia. Stop the fear. Stop the scaremongering. Get on with it. It's time. The world wants to move. The world wants to fly. The world wants to get back to business. It'll be a different normal, yes, obviously. But not that different. It doesn't have to be. Come on, people. It's time. Get your jabs. Get your travelling done. Get yourself moving. Get to see your friends, your family, or in every part of this planet. It's time. No more paranoia. No more fear. Common sense approach. Oh, yeah. The restrictions will be, there will be always one or two lying around. It's going to have to be, probably. But if you don't get your injections, if you sit there and say, I don't want them, it's my choice, fair enough. It's your choice not to move on. The train leaves the station in the UK on the 19th of July. Get on board, because you need to be. Thank you.